Okay, we are ready to start the twining part of the basket, and I have not re-wet these spokes at this point because what we're going to be doing here, you don't need to have wet the spokes, and they're still gently flaring out, which is what I want. I have two long pieces of my color. I have soaked them, I have wiped them down, and now I'm ready to show you how to do the twining. I am going to work from the spoke that I previously marked on the inside as the starting spoke, because when we end this twining, we want to end it at the starting spoke. So in this case, we will need to at least pay attention to that. You can do, this is kind of an area where you can use your creativity. I used about, let me get the sample basket down here. I have about 7 rows of twining on the sample basket, makes the middle part of it about 1 inch. If you would like a more narrow section, you can do that. You're only limited by the amount of color that you have, and if you do want more, I can get more to you. Um, you just have to be a little careful. I wouldn't do too many more than like maybe 10 rows of twining, because you want to have enough reed at the top to be able to do the finishing part, and you don't want to run out. So that's the only limitation in how you might want to do it. But let me show you how to do a twining. It's you've done it before on the base. It just starts a bit differently when we're starting on the sides of the basket. So I'm going to put one of the color number 2 round reed behind one spoke, the starting spoke, the one that has the S marked on it on the inside. And I'm also going to put a piece behind the next spoke and have it be long enough that I can hold it with my fingers here. So see, we have it coming out 2 spokes in a row, just like kind of like think about what we did with the 3-rod whale. But this time we're only going to go over one and behind the next. So with this, starting from the left, the one furthest to the left, go over the next spoke and behind the one after that. So we have 2 in a row still. Take the one on the left and go behind the next spoke and out. So we're still keeping a reed coming out of each spoke. And now I'm going to clip this again so I can continue to show you. This gets repeated over and over, and we don't do we are going to do a step up like we did with the 3-rod whale, but not until we get all the way around for however many rows you want to do. So once again, let me just make sure you have this particular weaving technique, twining. Start from the left, go over the next spoke and out the one after that. You can always check your reed should be coming out in 2 consecutive spaces. Go over one spoke and come out the one after that. Go over one spoke and behind the next and come out. Go over one spoke, behind the next, and come out to the outside. Go over the next, behind the one after that, and out to the front. And let me just show you what it's looking like. It's kind of hard to see right now because I only have one small row. Let me see if I can get this a little closer. But as you build that up, it will create what we saw on the sample basket, and it's kind of an airy look. It's not as dense as the 3-rod whale, so you can actually kind of see the reed behind it. You can see these spokes a little bit when it's finished. It's like I said, it's a bit airy, more airy look. So you're just going to keep going around until you get, I use 7 rows around. You count them just like we did the twining before. You just count by counting the number of times you've gone over the spoke, and then use your step up for the end, working from the right. I will demonstrate that when I get to that point, and before we start the 3-rod whale again. You should expect to see that in the next video. Okay, that's it. Go ahead and twine to your heart's content, and we will pick it up when we're ready to do the top 3-rod whale.